morning, guys. It's Corey with Mount Hope Construction. So we were hired at this property to build a durable, aesthetically pleasing, and nice living space here. And how we ended up achieving that is basically what we did here is we did advanced framing, and that's different than regular framing in the fact that the stud spacing is 24 inches on center rather than traditional 16 on center. And part of the reason why that is important is basically you're going to save in material, which really isn't the reason we do it. The reason we do it is because wood has an R value of about, insulation R value, of about one R value per inch. And this being 2x6 construction, you're only going to get R 5.5. So that basically would cause thermal bridging. From the outside and inside, you would have thermal bridging between where all the studs are. It would go through the studs much easier than it would with the insulation. And this insulation is R7 per inch. So we're dramatically different than the studs. And this in particular is closed cell foam, and it's hard as a rock. It not only does it provide adequate insulation value, but it actually adds to the structural integrity of the building. So we ended up going with closed cell spray foam in all the walls. The ceiling and the floor system, this is 2 stories. The floor system got 1.5 inches of closed cell, and then we went over that with open cell insulation. And basically the benefit of that is closed cell is much more expensive, but it's not air permeable. It doesn't let air through, moisture, anything. So this whole place is completely air sealed. And then on top of the floor and the roof system, we went over the closed cell with open cell and just buried it completely. And it really adds that insulation value, and it's a good product. So that's what we ended up doing for insulation. And with the framing, the advanced framing, all of our headers are hollow. So they're just filled with insulation. And with a normal header, it would be solid wood, and it again comes down to that R value of getting every little bit you can get out of it. As far as conditioning the space goes, we went with a heat pump, which is completely electric. This system uses ductwork with the registers in the ceiling, and this is also in the conditioned space. So it's going to be working much easier as it would in a cold attic. If typically the ceiling is insulated, and if that was in a cold space, it would be working much harder to get up the temperature. So that's great having that system in the conditioned envelope. With this being so efficient, you know, if there's no gas to this, it's all electric, and you could just throw some solar panels on this down the road, and you'd be off to a great start here. As far as energy efficiency goes, this is a great end result. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.